Welcome, beautiful Paris Saint-Germain family, to the official preview of Paris Saint-Germain versus Tottenham Hottspurs in the UEFA Super Cup. So, let's go through all potential possible information that is needed to know that. I don't know that much about Spurs, so let's know more about this upcoming game. Paris Saint-Germain, obviously, the last time we played was on the 13th of July, and this game will be played on the 13th of August. 1 month in between the two fixtures for Paris Saint-Germain. Really? Yeah, Udine Stadium. It goes by many names. I've heard Udine, yeah. Blue Jury Stadium. And it's a very small, 25k stadium for UEFA Super Cup. But I think all of the previous UEFA Super Cup games have been played like in a small, lesser stadium from what I remember. Alright, they're not going to show it here. But yeah, going back to the game. 21 p.m. I can't wait for this game. I'm extremely excited for this game. Tottenham Hotspurs, obviously not as rusty as Paris Saint-Germain. They play versus Bayern in a friendly. They played Newcastle. I didn't know that. They played Arsenal. I knew about that. They play Luton Town. They play Wycombe. They play Reading. No. These are... No, it's towards the end. They have played basically 6 games going into this game, with their last one being versus Bayern. They got thrashed 4-0. And let's take a look at Spurs' lineup in these games. Vicario, Van de Ver, Romero, Pedro Porro, Spence, Bentancur, Johnson, Sarr, Kudus, Palhinha, Richarlison. We got Palhinha. I didn't know that. All right, now we know they have Palhinha as Spurs. I didn't know that. So they played strongest lineup versus Bayern. Let's say Newcastle. Tel, Sarr, Son, Johnson, Bentancur, Gray, Davis, Danso. Okay, here it was more of a rotated lineup. So in the Bayern game, it was probably like preparation for the Paris Saint-Germain game, but I mean, they got thrashed. Let us see if there's like XG and so on for this game. I want to see like, were Bayern just clinical or were Spurs really bad in this game? Let's take a look. Lost 4-0. Yeah, Bayern just absolutely dominated them. 57% possession. 26 shots, 8 on target, 7 big chances, 7 big chances missed. All of Bayern goals came from non-big chances because they missed all of them. But yeah, it was complete domination in this game, so I guess this is some confidence going into the game. When it comes for like absentees and so on, I'm not 100% sure. Let me see. So Dragusin, all right, he's injured mid-October. He's not going to play. He doesn't start. He's a backup centre-back. I think he's potentially even behind Kevin Danso. In the set, it's obviously Romero, Van de Ven as the starters. I think Danso is the third in the pecking order. Udogi, doubtful it says. So, who plays as a left back then? Is it Jed Spence played versus Bayern? So it's going to be either Ben Davis or Jed Spence as a left back against us. Madison out until February 2026. He's 100% out for this game, and I think Kulusevski out until mid-December. Brian Gill don't matter. Solanke doubtful. Oh, I didn't know that. So Solanke is potentially doubtful for this game. So their starter could be Richarlison, potentially Tel, Brennan and Johnson on the wing. Kudus definitely starting this game. Bentancur, Sarr, Palhinha midfield, Jed Spence, Van de Ven, Romero, and Pedro Porro defense with Vicario in goal. Then when it comes to Paris Saint-Germain, obviously, we don't miss that much. Gianluigi Donnarumma is not part of the squad. He will not participate in this game. It will be Lucas Chevalier's first start for Paris Saint-Germain. And then obviously João Neves is suspended for the game. But when it comes to injuries, the complete squad is fully healthy for this upcoming game. And I cannot wait. I want to actually see if we can find any report or anything. Spurs, PSG. Or should it be Tottenham, PSG? I want to see if there's anything of interest going into this game. Vuskovic. Yeah, I don't think Donna basically is the biggest news heading into this game. Paris Saint-Germain will be obviously wearing the home kit for this game. Not the white kit that we got thrashed in. So hopefully Spurs get thrashed in this game. But yeah, no Donnarumma. It could potentially be a big L. You know, if we lose and Chevalier concedes like an iffy goal, well, the media is going definitely to talk about it, saying Paris Saint-Germain are making one of the biggest mistakes. But I'm very confident with Lucas Chevalier going into this game. I mean, he's played big Champions League games, played at the Metropolitano last season, played against Madrid last season. So Lucas Chevalier is someone that is ready for the big stage. So I'm 100% calling him. When it comes to the Paris Saint-Germain lineup, it's Lucas Chevalier, Ashraf Hakimi, Marquinhos, Lucas Hernandez. Zabarni is not part of the squad yet. No, not Lucas. William Pacho, Nuno Mendes. And then obviously with João Neves out, we know it's going to be Vitinha, Fabio Ruiz in the midfield. But here comes the question mark. Who plays alongside? Obviously in attack, Dembele is going to start 100%. Even though the virus, so on, he's 100% going to start. Vichak Kvaratskhelia is 100% going to start. And Due is going to 100% start. Then we come to the remaining player, one position left. Luis Enrique could opt with Warren Zara Emre in midfield. We've seen him play Sini Mayuru. Could be Sani Mayulu, Fabio Ruiz plays a bit deeper, but I don't think Lucho would do that. I think it's rather a Vitinha double pivot with Warren and Fabian up. It could potentially be the first game of the four-man attack. Desiree Due in the midfield with Fabian and Vitinha, with Bradley Barcola, Khvicha Kvaratskhelia and Ousmane Dembele ahead of him. But the most likely scenario is Vitinha, Warren Zara Emre replaces João Neves as the box-to-box, Fabio Ruiz as the offensive midfielder, Khvicha Kvaratskhelia, Ousmane Dembele, and Desiree Due up in attack. Like, we should win this game. We should score goals. We should win this trophy. I also tweeted this out, if I can find it. This right here, the players will receive their UEFA Player of the Season and UEFA Young Player of the Season from last season before this game is played. So we'll get this picture a few, 2 hours before the game starts. Ousmane Dembele and Desiree Due, obviously, as the two winners. But I don't really know what more to say. Paris Saint-Germain obviously start off the season immediately after that. We play the game on 3rd of August on Wednesday, and then on the weekend on Sunday, we play our first league game versus Nantes. Let me take a look at Tottenham. I think all the leagues start on the same day, basically. Spurs play Burnley, on the 16th of August. So they actually have 1 day less than us. They're playing at home versus Burnley. Are we at home or away? Wait, what? Let me see. Oh, we play away. Cheeky, interesting. So here's all the injury list here for Spurs going into this game. We can see the form. Obviously, this is just preseason here for Spurs. This is Club World Cup for PSG. Look at that. 2-0, 4-0, 2-0, 4-0. 12 goals in 4 games, 0 goals conceded, and then pop. Slapped up 3-0. I mean, we're both coming in with a slap up by Bayern and Chelsea. But yeah, we got to win this game. We got to do what we got to do, man. Like, this is a huge game. Spurs beat us in 2017 in a preseason game. Eriksen, Erikda, Alderweireld, and Kane scored Cavani and Pastore for Paris Saint-Germain. Look at the lineups. Kevin Trapp got a red card. Kurzawa, Marquinhos, Kimpembe, Rabiot, Dani Alves, Lo Celso, Thiago Motta, Cavani, Guedes, Pastore. Spurs, Hugo Lloris, Ben Davies, Cameron Carter-Vickers, Eric Dyer, John Vertonghen, Kyle Walker-Peters, Christian Eriksen, Joshua Onoma, Musa Dembele, Georgios Kevin Nkundu, Vincent Janssen. I mean, both teams have changed substantially ever since the last time we met in 2017. Marquinhos is still left. Kimpembe is still left at the club, but he's not going to play. And when it comes to Spurs, not a single player. Ben Davies is actually left for Spurs coming into this game. But this is obviously a huge game for Paris Saint-Germain. We want to complete the sextuple. The only clubs that have won the sextuple is Bayern and Barca. There we go. There's the picture. Very bad quality. But Barca won the sextuple in 2009. Bayern München won the sextuple back in 2020. It's the Champions League, the domestic cup, the domestic league, the UEFA Super Cup, the Intercontinental Club World Cup now, at that back then Club World Cup, and then obviously the Super Cup of the domestic league. Paris Saint-Germain have won everything apart from the UEFA Super Cup and the Intercontinental Club World Cup, which we will be competing in. Obviously, UEFA Super Cup versus Spurs, so then Intercontinental Club World Cup. We play around December. Intercontinental Club World Cup. I don't know if the dates are set yet. Yeah, there's UEFA representatives. So all of these games will be played before African, Asian, North American, and then we play the winner in the final right there. I don't know if the teams have been 2025. Yeah, Paris Saint-Germain from Europe, Al Ahly from Asia, Cruz Azul, winners of Copa Libertadores. I think it was Botafogo who won it. So there's got to be Botafogo here. Cheeky. Pyramids from Egypt and Auckland City. We know about them. So those are the teams that we could potentially face. And when it comes to Spurs, I mean, this is once again a huge game for them. Tottenham Hottspurs obviously won their first trophy in...
Yeah, I mean...
Could it be like... No, they actually won the Carabao Cup with... not Roy Keane. That Keane. The Irish Keane.
I mean, too late.
Yeah, 07, 08. But that was, yeah, the Europa League was the first trophy since that trophy they won in 07, 08. So this is another, you know, potential trophy for Spurs. So they're going to, this is a team that are going to care about this game a lot. I mean, what we saw potentially in that Chelsea PSG game, Chelsea cared more about it than us. We'd reached the final. We'd beat so many top teams who have just won the Champions League, the treble, everything. Chelsea, they hadn't won anything that season and they went all out for it. Spurs will also go all out for it. New manager, obviously, and Thomas Frank will obviously love to win a trophy in his first game. But this is a big game for PSG, big game for Spurs. I'm excited to watch it. Hopefully, you guys are as well. That's been it. Hopefully, you guys have enjoyed this video. And as usual, allez, Paris.